Hi, this is Chef Rowan, and today I'm just going to do a little demonstration on knives, how to use knives, sharpen them and maintain them, and what you really need in a kitchen. So these three knives I have here are basically the only three knives you need in a kitchen. This is a small veg knife, this is a chef's knife, and then a bread knife. The reason we have a bread knife is you don't want to cut bread with your chef's knife as you're blunting it. So that's literally using for bread. And then we have these two knives. These can be used for everything. Your chef's knife can be used as a carving knife, prepping your vegetables, prepping meat, everything you need in the chef's knife. This one here is 240 millimeters. I'd recommend maybe people use something like a 200 millimeter. These are Victorinox. These are quite affordable. They're about €30 for a chef's knife like this, 30 to 40 euro. These are only about €5. These will last you forever. This is the one I got in college, which is 18 years ago, and you can see it's still going strong. I'm going to do today just about sharpening them and keeping them and maintaining them. Okay, so there's two things we need for keeping our knives sharp. So we have a sharpening stone here. This particular one's a whetstone. You can also get an oil stone. With a whetstone, I prefer it lasts longer. I think it works a bit better. You just need to soak it in water for 10 to 15 minutes before you use it. So I've had that soaked already. And then we have our steel. Our steel's used for day to day, just keeping the edge on the knife. And the whetstone you use when the knife goes blunt, you need to sharpen it. Probably in everyday kitchen use, just at home in your kitchen, you probably only need to use the whetstone every 3 or 4 months. Okay, so when we're sharpening our knife on the sharpening block, we're going to work from the front to the back, and we want to hold the knife at roughly 20-degree angle. If you're not too positive about how you can do that, you can get guides, sharpening guides, but we're just going to do that by eye at this stage. So we're going to work from the front to the back, and the same on the other side. We're going to do that until we're happy that the knife is sharp. One of the ways we can test that is by using a little bit of paper. We can do this sharpening test on the paper. So your knife, when you very lightly just run it across the paper, should cut down through it. Okay? So that's one of the ways we can tell if our knife is sharp. So once we have our knife nice and sharp on the stone, our day-to-day putting an edge on the knife is going to be with our steel. So we're just going to run the steel from the back of the knife to the front. We do that nice and slowly to start off with. Same 20-degree angle as we had on our stone. Okay, so on our small veg knife, we're going to do the same thing on our whetstone. So front to back, change sides, front to back, okay, and that will keep it sharp. And again, on our day-to-day, we're going to sharpen it on our steel, like so, and that's our day-to-day sharpening. That'll keep all our knives nice and sharp. And now we're going to do some knife skills and chopping some veg. Okay, so I just got to go through prepping a carrot. The way I like to peel a carrot is like use a nice simple veg peeler. You'll see all kinds of gadgets, but what you'll see most chefs use will be a nice simple veg peeler. It's going to peel down on the carrot, turn it around. That's our carrot peeled. And then we're going to top and tail it. Okay, so when we're using a chef's knife, the idea of the blade, you'll see it's rounded, is that it rolls. So we want the chef's knife to roll down onto the carrot as we're cutting it. What we do then is we curl our fingers around, so the fingers are inside like this, and then the knife sits against the fingertips, finger knuckles, okay? But what we have done is our tips are curled in like that, so we can't cut the tips of our fingers off, which is very important. So what we're going to try and do is move our fingertips along the carrot, and the knife will stay in contact with the fingertips all the time. So as we push down, So what you want to do is you want to start off nice and slowly doing that and practice it again and again. As you go, you'll get faster and you'll be able to slice up your carrots nice and safely, nice and quickly. Like so. If you have any more questions on knife skills or keep maintaining your knives, please send me in a message and we can look at doing a video on that in the future.